I don't know where to go to find out which mods I've got, but I know that it should show up when I load into the game. I've got Prepare Carefully. I've got that the animals can mate on their own. I've got a couple of others. I don't have many. I've only got about 5. That's still semi-vanilla, kind of vanilla mods, the thing. But I'll get back to explaining what I'm adding in here. So they are only getting a couple of special items. So for instance, in the past, I gave them like 4 golden hoop rings, whatever, just because it's so hard to come by hoop stone rings in the game and the game of boards. So I gave them 2 of each with the view that so long as they don't destroy it, I have 2 options. I can either potentially sell them and keep my people alive, or I can at least put them down somewhere and they'll be like, oh, this is so pretty here. I'm so happy. I'm not going to rage and slaughter somebody today. So they're only getting a couple this time. So I'm really hoping that they don't go absolutely psychotic because in the last one I had so much fancy stuff by the end of the game. I know they're really happy with the place and they're just going to be so unhappy beginning this. But I've got, even though there's only 12 people, I've got 6 miniguns. That's mostly just to have them spare because it's going to take so long before I can actually make them. And sniper rifles, again, 6. I think 3 people are fired up about melee, but I think 2 of them are my main like hunter people. So I want to have a couple of spare sniper rifles for in case somebody walks in and I get a good person that can snipe. I did give them less gold. I am giving them less this time, so that hopefully my base wealth isn't as high as it was. Like I didn't get attacked for a long time in the beginning last time, but once I did start getting attacked, oh boy, did I start getting attacked. And I've got this on, Phoebe chillax and prepare, so it made no sense. I'm like, it has to be something to do with either the amount of people I've got or the amount of wealth. So I'm not changing the amount of people, changing the amount of wealth and hoping for the best. The vanometric power cells, I am giving them 4. Last time they had 2, and they lasted until the very end of the game until I chose to start again. So I'm really hoping that with 4, I can actually have 4 individual power grids at some point and not worry too much because they always blow it up. I am terrible for that. I give them a bit more marble blocks because these people, they love themselves some marble. And if I can stop them from raging as much as possible, that would be great. Even though they're getting less medical supplies, I am giving them 100 Glitter World medication this time. And I'm going to do a lot better about setting who gets what this time, so that maybe I actually keep that for 6 months. Maybe, if they don't maul each other in the first week. Last time they got Hyperweave double bedrolls, and I found that that wasn't actually useful. And the only reason why I brought in double bedrolls was because I had couples last time. And this time nobody's in a relationship, so they should be able to deal with having a moderate bedroll for a little while, so long as I don't put them in a barracks like last time. And they're getting some marble small sculptures instead of golden grand sculptures. That's where I'm hoping some of the value of my place goes down a little bit. But in saying that, just because it's a marble small sculpture doesn't mean it's going to be like legendary or something. It could just be normal or poor quality. So it might not even be worth it. But hey, if it gives them something to destroy that isn't super valuable, go for it. And the marble horseshoe pins. Now, they did get 2 gold ones last time, and I just don't think they deserve it this time. They just repeatedly destroyed it all the time. One of them, they just left, like, I told them to collect it, take it into storage, and they left it out there for like half a year. Nobody would collect the bastard, even though there was available storage and space, and it just ended up wearing down to like poor quality. And I'm like, you bastards. Okay, so that's all the characters. There's no relationships and the equipment that I'm taking in to start this. Let's start. Here we go. Prepare carefully, HugsLib, deep stack, harmony, wild reproduction, drop all inventory, and dress as whole clothing. They're the mods. Okay, so let's see. You three of you awake and you cry, sleep, Spotify. Sound of sirens, ripping metal, barely get to escape pods before ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on unknown RimWorld. As pieces shredded starship fall around you, start making plans to survive. Okay, that's gonna be fun. I'll let them land, and then I'm gonna pause it and try to enclose wherever they land. That doesn't look like a lot of stuff. It'd be so funny if it wasn't. Oh yeah, some of it's... Oh, some of it's spread out. Okay. That look like... Let's save it quickly. Little water puddles. I might be able to use some of these, maybe, for some hydro stuff, but I don't think they're big enough. And maybe that one or that one could be. Okay. Bad. Look like we've got... What do we got? Kind of thought those spots would have been better to grow on. Kind of expecting to see some really dark green as the red. Ah, that'd be why. They're red because I can't build on them. It's been a while. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what kind of fertile areas we got. That's good. That one. Alright, okay. So if I had a central base here, I'm immediately looking at 3 spots that I could have little farm areas. Pretty good. Obviously, like spots like this, I can't, but I can make that probably an indoor space in this big central area here. Get rid of that for a second. Now, it's been a while since I started over. Like, it's been like something like maybe 500 hours since I started again. So, see how to do this. Now, I do this as well is I get these plan squares, and I am a little bit particular about, I like my base to be very centered. That's 51, 102, put me up with 8, 110. These things only go up to like 51 or something like that. It's pretty easy to just, like, once you know, to just kind of casually measure it. That's 110 in both directions. Let's narrow this in a bit. Bring it in by 15. Here's the very center. Bring it from the top. Oh, there's a package survival mill right there. Yeah, they only go up to 51. Good, it makes this easy. having the mod prepare carefully is it's not just about having that mod. I actually do prepare my base kind of carefully. Really shouldn't have put that so centered. That's going to be a problem. Okay, right here is the very, very center. Lines. Let's move. Well, I actually need that, so that's okay. I'll remove this line. I do keep these lines, like the main marker ones, to center a lot of things. I do keep them on here almost permanently. So I hope, you know, if that bothers you, I'm sorry, but they will be there. That's very centered. Probably. I say I'm pedantic and then I'm like, I've immediately forgotten. The reason why I do 3 lines for this as well is that I found to get the very, very center of the map, obviously you want like this bricking here. And when I used to do it as 2, because obviously this one's a uneven number map, so the very, very center is there. What ends up happening is if I try to build walls and stuff like that, this will disappear. And if you've only got 1 line, that makes it very hard to recenter over time. Whereas if you've got up to 3 lines, you're unlikely to build a structure that falls over all 3 at any one given time, unless you put down like flooring or something like that, which is, you know, good in the sense you don't lose it straight away. Make sure everything can be picked up. I also want to see what my animals' names are too when I eventually get to start. Like, we have started, it's just paused. Oh, God. I did see there was food up here. Food, because this last time I missed this, and I ended up having a little bit of extra food on the map that expired that I really could have used at the time. Mind you, I'm starting with a lot more food this time. So I'm hoping that that's not a problem, but I mean, you never know if you're going to need the difference of a meal to stop somebody from dying. So I just want to make sure I'm not missing any. Plus, you kind of get to see the how the map looks. All right, if it's anywhere in between these, I obviously haven't seen it. Okay, so I would like probably do another diamond shape base again, of, you know, that kind of thing. Because I really did enjoy that last time, but I can't make this too huge to begin with. So we got 25 is still a big base, but I think that'd be okay.